welcome to our chair yoga for today. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat on your chair. And if you're in an office chair and it has wheels, just let your chair come to rest against a steady surface. So maybe turning it around so it faces your desk or setting it up against the wall. Now, your comfortable seat is having your feet firmly planted on the mat or onto the earth. You want your sit bones to be rooting into the chair so you can move the fleshy bits out of the way. And as those sit bones root into the chair, press your feet into the earth and grow long through your spine. Let your shoulders drop down and back away from your ears. And close your eyes here. Just settling into your body, noticing any tightness or tension that you may be feeling. Noticing how your mind feels now that we're halfway through the day. Can you bring your awareness to your breath? So the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. Slowly letting your body settle into the comfort of the chair. And if your mind begins to wander to what you may need to do this afternoon or your to-do list, just acknowledge where your mind goes and then come back to your breath. Good, and then begin to deepen that breath. So as you breathe in, feel your chest open, your rib cage expand, your belly rise. As you exhale, feel your belly soften, your rib cage collapse, and your chest fall. Again, breathing into that deepest part of your chest, your rib cage, your belly, and exhaling softly. And doing that again as you bring your palms towards your belly. As you breathe out, your core is engaging, so you're pulling that belly button to spine, pressing out all that oxygen. Inhale, fill your palms, pressing that belly into them as they expand. And as you exhale, your core engages. And move here a couple more breaths. Just noticing how this deep breathing feels. If you're finding a little bit more expansion. Good. And then let's rest our palms on our thighs. I want you to keep your core engaged to support you, not where you're squeezing so tight you can't even breathe, but just draw from that pubic bone to your belly button in and up. As you do that, you should find a little bit more length through your spine, supporting that low back. So about a 5 to 10% abdominal tone. So just a gentle engagement here throughout our practice. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. So that right shoulder isn't being pulled up towards our ear, it's softening down. Our left shoulder is drawing back and down as you breathe space into that left neck, the upper shoulder. Let's turn our gaze to softly fall towards the right corner of our mat, right corner of our chair, deepening that stretch just a little bit more. And gently bring your head up through center. Find that length through your back body again. Check in with your core, your spine is long. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. The only movement is coming from your head, so our whole shoulders are not dropping over to the side. We're keeping that torso stable and just our head is falling to the left. Good, and just allow that ear to drop with gravity as you find space through that right neck. And then draw your gaze towards the left corner of the chair in between that space of your knee and your elbow, deepening that stretch just a little bit more. And then slowly come back through center. Let's turn our gaze towards the right, holding here for a breath. Keep drawing that left shoulder back. We don't want to be twisting yet. Again, the movement is just from our head. Come through center and go to the opposite side. So your gaze is turning to look over that left shoulder. Your spine continues to grow long and your chest are staying broad through the front body and back body. And then slowly come back through center. So we're going to glide our hands towards our knees as we're using our knees on our hands on our knees as our hinging point. So take a breath to prepare. Our shoulders are soft. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift your chest. Your shoulders roll back and down as you open your heart. Your gaze can turn softly up towards the sky. As you exhale, round your spine back. Your shoulders curl forward. You drop your chin towards your chest as you breathe into that backside body. So inhale to lift your heart and head. Exhale to round back and down. And move with your breath here between the two. Just massaging that spine. Getting breath and movement through the upper back and the shoulders. And also feel free to hold in any one position. If you'd like to hold and breathe into the space, this is what your body needs, so do you. I'm just here to guide you and suggest options, but it's ultimately listening to your body. And then let's find our center point. Come back to where we are with our neutral spine, our shoulders down and back, feeling those shoulders stack over our hips. Let's inhale our arms out towards the side, reaching our arms from the shoulders. So again, that core is being pulled in. Your shoulders are drawing back and down. Turn your palms to face the front of the room as you guide your arms backwards, as you breathe into the space of those shoulders and your pectorals. Allow an openness here. As you exhale, we're going to cross the right arm under the left. You can give yourself a big hug, or if it's available to you, bring your forearms and palms together in front of your face. Draw those shoulders down and back. Keep your spine long. So have that core engagement. And can you lift your elbows up slightly to breathe into that upper back? Good. On your next inhale, open your arms wide, reach them back, draw the shoulders open, keeping your torso where it is. So don't overarch and lean back. Keep your torso where it is as your palms guide you back. And then on your next exhale, circling the left arm underneath the right, and either giving yourself a big hug or releasing your palms to touch in front of you. Your shoulders are still drawing back and down. And can you lift those elbows up slightly? Good. Breathe into that space of the upper back. Check in with your feet. Make sure they're pressing into the earth, active and engaged. On your next inhale, unwind your arms, release them wide. One last deep breath into our chest. And as you exhale, let your palms come to rest on your thighs and find that center, your base. And let's bring our shoulders up towards our ears and roll them down and back. And move here, making this movement as big or as small as needed. Good, and then go the opposite direction. Lovely. Let your shoulders return to normal. Find that center point again. Find our base pose, our foundational seat. Good. Let's inhale our arms up to the sky. As we exhale, let's circle them back down, drawing a big rainbow shape. Inhale them up to the sky. Exhale, circle them down. And one more time, inhale, circle them up to the sky. Find that long spine as you take a breath in and exhale to drop them down. Inhale them up towards the sky. Reach as tall as you can. Find that length through your side bodies, but your shoulders are soft. On your exhale, twist to your right. Your right palm is going to come behind you, your left palm to your right knee. Your torso is opening towards that right side of the room as your right shoulder draws back and down. Now check in with your knees. We don't want our sit bones to be shifting right to left. We want everything on our bottom half to be pointed forward and stable. The only part that is twisting is that torso. Good. On your exhale, slowly come back through center. And then we'll inhale both our arms up to the sky. Reach as tall as you can. As you exhale, twist over to the left. So your left fingertips come behind you, your right fingertips to that left knee. Keep both your feet rooted into the earth. Keep your sit bones pointed forward and into that chair as you twist towards that left side. Your left shoulder is drawing back. Your shoulders are soft and feeling a broadening through that front and back side of your chest. With each exhale, maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Good. On your exhale, slowly come back through center. Now let's bring our feet slightly wide, about 45-degree angle, coming to sit on the edge of your chair. We're going to start to hinge at our hip crease and start to roll forward. So you can come as far forward as feels good. Maybe that's stopping at your thighs, just resting your elbows on your thighs and staying there. Or maybe you want to round all the way down till your palms reach towards the earth. And drop the crown of your head, giving that a gentle shake no or a nod yes, wherever you're landing. Keeping your shoulders soft. Drawing those sit bones towards the chair. Now they may not meet the chair, but you want to draw them down, finding that length through that spine, through that back body. And just breathe into the sensations here. And then on your inhale, slowly either roll up using that core or walk your palms up your legs, rising up. Now let's bring our feet back towards center, about hip distance apart, both feet planted onto the earth. Come to the edge of your chair where those sit bones are resting. And we'll guide our left leg up our thigh, up our right thigh to have that ankle rest over that right thigh. Your left knee falls open. Your spine is long. So just stay here for a moment, breathing into the sensations of those hips and finding where you're resting. So where those sit bones are resting, where your muscles are softening, making sure they're soft around the jaw, your shoulders. And then as you feel ready, you can start to move your torso forward, melting towards those legs. Now you're stopping wherever you feel the sensations deepen. There's no need to be in pain and go beyond your limitations. Just find that edge or that deep sensation in that outer left hip And pause there and breathe. As you're holding here and breathing into those sensations, notice and be grateful for the little micro movements that come with this pose. It may not even be noticeable here, but the deep muscles are slowly releasing. Good, and then we'll slowly rise back up. Let's drop that left ankle down and we'll draw our right leg up, crossing that right ankle over that left thigh, allowing that right knee to fall open. Now I want you to pause here before we melt. Find that length through your spine. Let those sit bones root into the chair. Your shoulders are soft. Checking in with that core engagement. And then noticing within yourself how this side feels different than the other side. Not judging your body for the difference, but just acknowledging what side is stronger or which side needs more space. And then as you feel ready, start to hinge that torso forward at your hip crease. As you breathe space into that outside right hip, into your glutes, into your hamstrings, and just use that breath to soften the joint and find a little bit more space. So let's slowly start to rise up. Release that right foot down. Just give your legs a little bit of a shake. And then we'll press our palms into our thighs and our feet into the earth and slowly rise up. We're going to face our chair. So face that part where your seat is. We're going to face it maybe about a couple feet away from the chair. You want your feet to be about hip distance apart, which could be the size of your fists stacked together. So starting here, just have your shoulders stacked over your hips, stacked over your ankles. Then let's inhale our arms up towards the sky. Reach yourself tall. As you exhale, you're going to fold at your hips as you reach towards that chair. Have a slight micro bend in your knees as you walk your palms forward. Let the crown of your head drop. Let your shoulders soften down your back. So your chest is falling deeper into this pose as your hips extend away from you. And then take a time to pedal your feet. So bending one knee as you press into opposite heel on the other leg, opening up the backside of your body. Good. And then find your stillness here. Breathe into those sensations. Let your chest drop deeper with each breath. And let the crown of your head go. Make any little movements that come available to your body as you settle deeper into this pose. And then slowly start to walk your hands towards the back of your chair and your feet towards the chair. Bend your knees and slowly start to rise up. Taking your time, the last that comes up is our head. Good. Find your mountain pose. We're just gonna turn the chair around, or if you have the desk for support or even a wall near you, we're just gonna place our hands on the back of the chair wherever your chair may be. Then slowly rise up your heels, lifting your toes or lifting your heels as high as they go, and then lower them back down. Hard to see with my black socks on this blue mat. So we're gonna press our toes in and lift our heels, and then lower them down. And one more time, lift our heels and lower them down. Now bringing our weight into our right foot. If this is available, lift your left knee, rise up on your right toe and lower down. Lift up on your right toes, lower down, and one more. Pressing the right toe mound into the earth as you rise up, lower down. Now let's bring the weight into our left foot. As your right knee lifts up, lift up onto your left toes and lower down. Lift up onto those toes, lower down, and one more. Lifting up onto your toes, lower down. Lower both feet down to the earth. Give those legs a shake. And then we'll come back into our chair. Now I want you to make yourself comfortable as we come into a final resting pose here, our Shavasana. So let yourself lean back into your chair. Let your feet fall wherever they land. Your shoulders are soft. Your palms can be resting on your thighs, or you can turn them upwards to receive. And just land here, scanning your body from the crown of your head all the way down through to your toes. Notice where you have found more space, where you feel more openness in your body. Tell yourself something you are proud of you for. Could be something that happened today or this week. But why are you proud of yourself? What are you grateful for? Grateful for you for taking the time to move your body today, putting yourself first and moving for what feels good for you in a supported way, fitting into your busy schedule. Slowly flutter your eyes open. As we inhale, let's reach our arms up overhead, extend your legs, give yourself a full body stretch, take up as much space as you can, and then let it all go. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.